This week marks one of the biggest fundraising events of the year for local nonprofits. But will Minnesota donors be as generous as they have in years past on Give to the Max Day? The CEO of one of the state's largest nonprofit organizations is confident they will.
I have total hope that we will have a great day tomorrow. I know we will, actually. This community rallies like nobody's business. We saw that during the pandemic. We see that every year on Give to the Max Day.
Second Harvest Heartland in Brooklyn Park hopes to raise about $650,000 during Thursday's online giving event on givemn.org. That money would be enough to provide 2 million meals to those in need across the region. On Wednesday, the organization hosted a Give to the Max Day kickoff event where dozens of volunteers packed food that will eventually head to local food shelves and other community partners.
It's really the donor's choice what the story is tomorrow. Do they give a lot? Do they give a little? That's going to make all the difference on what the narrative is.
Last year, Minnesotans donated $34 million to more than 6,000 organizations across the state. The Brooklyn Center City Council rejected a proposal to turn an old credit union building into apartments this week. A developer proposed converting the former Electris Credit Union building at 7100 Brooklyn Boulevard into apartments. That building would have had 17 apartment units. Neighboring commercial property owners sent a petition opposing the project. They cited concerns with traffic, safety, and trash dumping. The council agreed, saying the conversion was not a good fit for the neighborhood. North Memorial Health Hospital in Robbinsdale is launching groundbreaking technology to more accurately detect lung cancer.
And you can see on the left screen that's telling me that's what we've decided is the target. And then on the right screen, this is verifying that I've actually reached the target.
Dr. Sean Stoy now has this new bronchoscope technology at his disposal. Think of it as a robotic GPS for your lungs. Before, with manually operated cameras, doctors could only reach about a third to halfway down the lungs. This new technology allows doctors to reach much deeper, about 90 to 95% of the lungs' airways.
That's sort of standard to where as good as you can get, at least with any type of technology that we have. So it's really made a big difference for being able to accurately tell people if there's something going on in them to worry about or not.
This new technology is significant because catching lung cancer early can mean the difference between life and death. Lung cancer kills more patients than prostate cancer, breast cancer, and colon cancer combined. We recently marked Veterans Day with a number of community tributes. For one veteran in Brooklyn Park, his tribute came early in the form of a trip that he calls a life-changing experience.
The flight took off at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we returned about 10:20 at night.
Roy Whitney remembers the trip like it was yesterday.
It was a trip of a lifetime. This is my hat from the service.
The Korean War veteran and resident of St. Therese at Oxbow Lake visited the nation's capital in September.
I do have a bunch of memorabilia. One of them was the T-shirt that we all wore.
He and dozens of other Minnesota veterans received an all-expense-paid trip funded by the Honor Flight Network.
It gives veterans a chance to visit memorials that they would never have a chance to visit.
Each veteran could take a loved one on the trip. Whitney chose his daughter, Sandy.
And I asked her if she wanted to go as my guardian. I couldn't hold her back. She was very excited about it, and I was too. And we had a great time.
En route to D.C., Whitney opened letters thanking him for his service. One of them came from a fellow Oxbow Lake resident who also served in the military.
He said this is the first time he's used two-star stationery since he retired, and I thought that was pretty great.
For Whitney, there was one memorial that stuck out.
We ended up at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier at 5 o'clock for the changing of the guard. That was very, very emotional.
Whitney says he will be forever grateful to everyone who made the trip possible.
It was all in all a very educational, fun, emotional trip. I wish more veterans had the chance to go on this trip.
In Brooklyn Park, Abdi Mohammed, CCX News.
A new grocery store is bringing a taste of Asia to Brooklyn Center. Pobia Produce held its grand opening this week. It's a grocery store offering fresh and imported products from all over the world. Owner Maya Lor said she had a number of customers in the Brooklyn Center area already, and she's excited to bring her one-of-a-kind shop closer to those communities.
Someone that born in America, and then they will go to Thailand, when they will go to Laos, and they never know that we have the fruit or the food that we have in there, and I have in here.
The store's name, Pubaya, comes from the name of the tallest mountain in Laos. Laura says the mountain carries a rich history. This name is a reminder to the community of the struggles that got them here today. The store can be found in the Shingle Creek Crossing Shopping Center. Today in Brooklyn Center, a proud day to be an American. People like Ephraim Machete attended a naturalization ceremony celebrating his opportunity to become an American citizen. Machete immigrated from Ethiopia and enlisted in the Army Reserves. He was at a loss for words about what this day meant to him.
I'm just happy and excited, but I don't think I'm ready for that question. But I'm happy to be here.
Diversity truly is the strength of our country, because the more I know about other people's culture, backgrounds, I think the better human being that I am and they are, and that's kind of what makes America what it is.
The Heritage Center of Brooklyn Center is an important place for many immigrants. It hosts naturalization ceremonies every month.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Practice for the high school girls hockey season started on October 30th, with games beginning last week. Tuesday, Benilde-St. Margaret and Andover battled in an early season top 10 showdown. Ches Moots has the highlights.
Benilde-St. Margaret's got a win over Stillwater to start the year. The Red Knights are ranked 6th in the state in Class 2A. Andover, the state runner-ups from last year, ranked 2nd in the state. First period, Nora Sauer goes 5-hole for the score and gives the Huskies an early advantage. Red Knights on a power play just minutes later. Ellie Stewart to Catherine Zakrashek, centering pass to Kaylee Koopman. Great dish and score for BSM to tie the game up at 1. Still in the first shot from the point, it gets deflected, and then Piper Andrews is there to flush in the rebound. Huskies back in front. In the second period, it's Andrews again, this time leaking past the Red Knight defense, all alone between her and Ellie Hancock. Big stop from the junior goalkeeper to keep it a 1-goal game. BSM trying to even things up. Bailey Gray, nice move to use the board and get around the Husky defense. She can't score, but Sienna Duffy cleans things up and scores, making it 2-1. However, the officials would come together and call goalie interference, so no goal. Third period, Andover trying to build on their lead. They do just that. It's another put away from a shot from the point. Sauer gets her second of the night. Then midway through the third, Kaylin Mumm, deep shot from the blue line goes in. That would be the game's final score of the night. Andover starts their season 1-0, defeating Benilde-St. Margaret's 4-1. In Andover, Ches Moots, CCX Sports.
The Maple Grove girls hockey team fell just short of the state tournament last season, finishing as runner-up in Section 5AA. As Jay Wilcox reports, the Crimson should be a strong team on the ice this winter.
They didn't really get a warm-up game. The Maple Grove girls hockey team opened the season with a rematch of last year's Section 5AA final against Centennial Spring Lake Park. They passed the test, winning 1-0 in overtime.
All of us as a team really wanted to beat them, so winning in overtime felt so amazing. I can't even put it into words how awesome it was. The entire team was happy.
I think we all worked really hard. I mean, like Bella and Grace were saying, we have lots of things to work on, but it was really good to get the win, and I'm really excited because we're just going to keep getting a lot better.
It was a great test for us. It's always hard to go over there and win, so we have quite a few young kids on the team this year, so we thought this was as good a way as any to get them started to see what the expectations are here.
Maple Grove has some key returners from a team that won 19 games and ended up as runner-up in Section 5. But they also have a lot of new faces. As many as 9 freshmen may skate some nights for the Crimson.
It's really exciting to see them grow, especially since they all are so young and we have a ton of freshmen. So just seeing how they adapt, and they've done awesome so far, so that's good.
Since they're young, they're super fast. They put in a lot of effort. Yeah, I think they're really helping the team out.
And the biggest thing for them is just kind of getting them acclimated to the varsity hockey and the varsity speed, but every one of those kids deserve to be where they're at. They're doing a great job.
With one of the state's top goalies in senior Danny Strom and a good core of defensemen returning, D-zone should be a strength for Maple Grove.
Danny's always been great in that, so it's good to have her back. And yeah, we have a lot of D returning too, so yeah, I'm pretty confident in our defense.
I'm so confident in all my D, and I know they're going to eat pucks for me and keep people out of the house, so yeah, I'm really excited.
Maple Grove's home opener is Thursday against Shakopee in a game you can see live on CCX. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
And while the girls' hockey season is underway and practices have started in boys' hockey, girls' basketball, and gymnastics, there are 2 fall sports seasons wrapping up this weekend. State girls swimming and diving takes place Thursday through Saturday, while the state adapted soccer tournament is Friday and Saturday. That's all for sports. More CCX News after this.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.